Skoardy not.
Hello and welcome to my new Minecraft video. It's been a long time since I produced anything for YouTube. Things happened, games came out, Borderlands 2, okay, and I got a bit distracted, and then more things happened and I ended up on a new server. HavenTerrace, great server, great community, lots of wonderful people there, lots of fun. So that meant new build, new base of operations, a new home, and this is it. I thought today I'd show you around. It wasn't really built to a plan. It was built in stages. As you can see, it's not exactly too consistent, but I'll be showing you each of the parts in more detail. So let's have a look. This first one is, the house. We'll have a little gander inside. Skoardy's home. Yeah. Before we have a look in there, I just want to mention the underwater pens full of animals. On the far side we've got the chickens, in the middle the pigs, the sheep and the cows in the last one. Yeah, they were tough to do because I'm in a jungles biome over here, and there's next to no animals, and well, I found some cows over there and some sheep in a forest biome back there somewhere, and had to lead them, with wheat and whatnot back here, and then try and get them underwater into these pens, which was a case of making sugarcane walkways and teasing them down. And then of course once I'd done that, the server introduced mob eggs, making the whole thing ruddy pointless. So yeah, that was that was nice of him. Yeah, cheers lads. But let's have a wander inside. So all done out in all types of wood. It's quite minimal inside. Yeah, not too cluttered. Wide open. This is the main base of operations where I do all my crafting and smelting, of course. Got my anvil. That was something new. That's another thing. Being away from the game so long, there's all these new items and new features added that I never saw. So yeah, anvil, brilliant. Dead handy. Got my enchantment table right on hand. Got the magic books that are okay-ish there, and the magic books are a bit crap in there. Of course, that one's got a lot less books in it than that one, which is nearly overflowing. And me vault with all my goodies. Emerald blocks, yes. Lots of emerald blocks. I'm rich. Downstairs, usual storage. Yeah, and quartz blocks. They're great. I'm really liking those. They weren't in before, so using those all over the place. And the mine, my first mine, useless. I got, the usual suspects, me coal and whatnot, but generally for ores it's been absolutely terrible. Got next to no, so I've had to be taking mine mining exploits elsewhere. Roof access. Always important to have roof access. I do like standing on top of my buildings and looking out. Towers. I half built this. I didn't know what we're going to do with it, so I left it as it is and moved on to my next build, which was the farm. I'll show you that now. the farm is a basically just a big open building. The meat of the building is reserved for lots and lots and lots of sugarcane, which I barely use. I did use some sugar in one of my later builds, but I've not really needed any paper or anything. I suppose I could do a bunch of maps or whatever. Upstairs, oops, you have a roof garden with those two new crops that they introduced, potatoes and carrots, and potatoes and carrots. Got all my wheat, which was handy for the animals, of course. And there's these two ears on the farm, which are reserved for pumpkins, and over there in the distance, melons. I did have them set up in a much more simple arrangement, just a a little layout of pumpkins, and then I watched the YouTube video showing how much of an idiot I was being by having to punch all the pumpkins to death when I could just do that, which yeah, that's a lot easier. Yeah, instead of spending 10 minutes beating up vegetables, I could have just clicked that, and they all pop out of the ground, and click it again, and it returns them all to normal, and off they go to grow. So I'll go and do the other side. But yeah, it made me feel like a bit of an idiot. So yeah, thanks YouTube. And off they go, and back down, and none of this farting around, beating up your crops. Yeah, so that's the farm. The next build was that pink bugger over there in the distance. That's the giant head. So we'll go and have a wander around that now, shall we? This used to be a pond. It was a tiny little pond right next to my big old ocean sea, and it was joined, it was cut off from the sea by a tiny little wafer of land that ran straight across here and looked daft. So what I did was I hacked up the dirt and made it into an inlet, because what I wanted to do next was build a tower. Didn't want to build a regular tower. I wanted to build something a bit different, so I built a humongous head with his tongue hanging out. So what you do is just jump down the throat and climb up the centre. I could have put in floors and storage and crafting tables and whatnot, but I wasn't going to spend a lot of time here, so I didn't bother. There you go, there's a view from the top of the head. Yeah, the hair's made out of leaves, which, I think it looks quite stylish. Everybody should have green hair, yeah. After that, I built this. What I originally intended was, after building the farms and being stuck in the jungle biome, I realised I didn't have any cocoa beans, so I built a platform for the these 9 stumps and filled them with cocoa beans, and but I thought it were missing something, so I bunged a house on top. The house building I hadn't decided, but soon it became the cookies and cake shop, obviously. Speaking of obviously, look, that's a cash register. You can tell, right? It's a cash register. It's not a quartz step, it's a cash register. it's got something on the back of it to mean that it's not a quartz step. It's yeah, right. So so that's all decked out like a shop. Yeah, there's a kitchen area in the back. I do like these new item frames. They're something new. I think they look great. So we've got your pumpkin pie. You got the cake, of course, and the cookies. Baked potato, also something new. And of course bread. Flower pots, something new again. So you keep your stock in there, your ingredients in there, and this is where you make all the goodies. Yeah, you make your cake on a crafting bench with a hammer and a saw. So yeah. Right. Like I mentioned before, there was that unfinished tower. So I connected that to the bottom of the platform, and it, gave it a bit of a point. But building these towers reminded me of a build that I had on the old server, which was Cloud Cuckoo Land, and that in turn made me want to build it again. So that's the last part of this video. The new improved Cloud Cuckoo Land, Cloud Cuckoo Land 2. So we'll wander up these very tall towers and have a look at that. Yeah, I'm going to fast forward this bit, so enjoy. Yeah, huge towering towers. Nice to look at and all that, but right pain in the backside to run up. Yeah, never mind. Ooh, so that was the long haul up the stairs, and this is the first part of Cloud Cuckoo Land. It was I decided to build a keep at the top, a gatehouse. Went a bit overboard on the details, but you know, it happens. The inside is a bit sparse, not much to see really. There's some little rooms under the stairs for keeping your bits and bobs in. That's came in handy during construction. Stairs up to the first floor, and access to the walkway which leads over the gate. You can go up on top of that. Oh, and you can fall off if you're not careful, so don't do that. Yeah, well, fall off, jump off, same thing. And of course, roof access, which I expect you can also fall off there as well. Back down. And onto the final section, which is Cloud Cuckoo Land proper. The all hail King Piggy, exile ruler of Piggy Island. Piggy Island, of course, was underneath Cloud Cuckoo Land, and this is where King Piggy lived. But since it got destroyed, he's now a resident up here in Cloud Cuckoo Land 2. Bigger, better, more. He's more of a mascot than anything really. He's got a much more expensive crown on, I've noticed, so he's not doing too badly. And around here there's a couple of fountains. There's not a great deal to see at the moment. It's just some walkways leading to nothing. Drops to your doom. We've got some pumpkins and melons growing again. What is going to happen is each of these little exits to this walkway is going to lead to a new part of Cloud Cuckoo Land. Don't know what I'm going to build yet. I'm thinking of putting the lighthouse back in. I did like the lighthouse, so that might come back. I'm not thinking about putting the hotel back in, because that was huge and a right pain to build. It was absolutely balmy, so yeah, that's just not gonna happen. But yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to expand. It's going to be full of new builds, and hopefully I'll make videos of them. So if you want to see those, come back later. I promise I won't just stop dead again. Well, I'm hoping I won't. But in the meantime, if you want to comment, click like, click share, click subscribe. Gosh, my subscription numbers are very, very poor, so I appreciate the help there. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.